Hello, and welcome to GenRocket. In this video, we will show you how to log into the GenRocket web platform. We will also provide a brief introduction for navigating through our platform. Let's begin. A new user account will be created for you. Once it has been created, you will receive an email from support@genrocket.com. This email contains important information that you will need to access and log into the GenRocket web platform. A link is provided within the email and can be used to access the login page. Your username and password are also provided. Click on the provided link within the email to get started. You will be directed to the login page. Enter your username and password. Once this information has been entered, click the login button. You will be presented with an End User License Agreement, or UELA. You will need to review and accept this agreement before you can access the GenRocket web platform and begin using the application. Use the scroll bar to move up and down the page. Once you have read the agreement and are satisfied with it, you will need to click the Accept button. Because you are a new user, you will be provided with a temporary password. You will be prompted to change your password before entering the application. To successfully update your password, you will need to first enter the current password for your account. This is the password that was provided in the email you received from support@genrocket.com. Next, you will need to enter a new password for your account. You will also need to enter it a second time to confirm it. Once you have entered this information successfully, click the Submit button. Congratulations, you have successfully logged into the GenRocket web platform. Let's take a few minutes to go over the project dashboard. You will see the project dashboard each time you log in. After logging in, you will see three panes: the Projects pane, the Queue Status pane, and the Resources pane. Let's start with the Projects pane. The Projects pane can be used to view, create, and manage your projects. Here you will see all projects within the organization by default. Projects may be filtered by keyword. For this example, test is entered. As you can see, any project with test in the name is displayed. An additional drop-down at the bottom of the Projects pane can be used to filter projects by team member. If you select My Projects, no items will be displayed. This is because you are a new user and no projects have been created yet. Once projects have been created, you will be able to select My Projects and view only your projects within the Projects pane. You may also select another team member and view their projects. When all projects is selected, every project within the organization is displayed. Projects may also be explored or browsed using the icon in the top left corner that looks like a magnifying glass. When you click on this icon, it will bring up a new dialog window, the Browse Projects window. Here you can view projects again by team member. You can also view them by category name, and you can also view them by a keyword as before. If I enter test, we see the same projects listed here. When you want to exit this window, click close. An additional icon can be seen to the right of this one. If you are a user who belongs to one or more teams set up by the admin of your organization, then you will be able to click on this icon and view the teams you are a part of. The New Project button can be used to create a new project. When you click on this button, a dialog window will open where you can enter a name, description, and select the industry type for your project. Each project will also have its own set of individual icons. The first icon can be used to assign the project to a specific category and manage project categories within the web platform. The second icon can be used to lock or unlock the project. When a project is locked, it cannot be removed from the organization. The third icon, which looks like a pencil, can be used to edit the name and description of a project. The fourth icon can be used to create a preset based on that project. And the fifth icon that looks like a trash can be used to delete the project. Now, let's move on to the Queue Status pane. The Queue Status pane displays any task waiting to be executed. Tasks can include project deletions, project version deletions, data imports, and other items. If any tasks are waiting to be executed, they will appear in this pane. And at any time, you can click the refresh button to refresh the view and see any recently added task. And finally, we will look at the Resources pane. The Resources pane can be used to view, add, and manage organization resources. Organization resources are used to add your own directory path for shared resources. They must be configured to download and run scenarios. For each organization resource, the name is shared in the organization. For example, resource.home.directory will be seen by every user in the organization. However, each user will have their own value for that resource. Currently, there are no values in for these three default resources. As a new user, you will need to enter values for at least two of these default resources, resource.home directory and resource.output.directory. An additional resource is used for your JDBC configuration. Within GenRocket, you can use configuration files to connect to a database. This specific resource would need to be configured with the path to your configuration file so that you can connect and generate data for a database. Let's add a directory path for one of these resources. Click on the Edit pencil icon and enter your value. For this example, we will enter users, username, downloads. In this example, the home directory will be set to the downloads folder for a specific user. Let's do this for the next one. The next resource can be used to connect to a database. For this example, I do not want to connect to a database, so I'm going to enter a value of in/A. And for the output directory, I'm going to set it the same as the home directory. Once your resources are configured, you will be able to download your profile and run a scenario. As a prerequisite, you will also need to have downloaded and installed GenRocket Runtime and placed your profile in the .GenRocket folder before you can get to this step. This will be covered in later lessons. Additional options in the Resources pane include a New Resources drop-down menu. You can add new user resources as well as server resources. Added server resources will appear for selection in this menu to the right of the download menu. Here we have two different servers, Windows and Linux. If I select Windows, you will see a different configuration that is separate from the one we just looked at for the user local directories. This is specifically for connecting through a server and generating data. Now, if we want to return to the other configuration, we click on Select Server, and we are back where we started. Besides downloading your profile, you can also use the download menu to download offline certificates. An additional icon is provided to show references for a specific organization resource, and an information icon is provided to give you additional details for each organization resource within the Resources pane. This concludes our navigational introduction. Thank you for watching.